Good afternoon, Thai Squad, new followers and friends. It is Monday, May 3rd. And when I tell you there is a lot going on, there is a lot going on. And, you know, to have to do these type of notifications so early on in the show, it takes a lot out of me because it's personal to me. But I have to detach myself momentarily and give the news. Good afternoon, everybody. Gail, Crystal, Jahan. Good afternoon, everybody. Erica, I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. Um, Good morning. So let me pull myself together and just deliver the story so that we can get this docket started. But you can go ahead and put up the picture, Kwame, of our sister. Um, okay, that is Jaharia Balenciaga. She is the 17th trans woman to be murdered here in the United States. She was murdered on Sunday in Boston, Massachusetts. Um, it's getting to a point now where this is what I'm suggesting to all of my trans sisters and brothers. At this point, this is a state of emergency. It's been a state of emergency, but there were 44 trans people murdered last year. 17 is not even the halfway point of 2021. So this is a state of emergency times 10. And I'm saying at this point, you're going to have to arm yourselves. You're going to have to arm yourselves. I know a lot of times because of our criminal background or our criminal past, survival crimes, sometimes you may have been to prison or you may have been to jail and, you don't want to deal with the enhanced, penalties for being an ex-con with a gun or, they're enhanced penalties if you have been in the system and you're caught with a gun. I get it. But right now, it's survival mode. It is survival mode, and you're going to have to arm yourselves. You have to. You need to find out, first of all, if you don't have a record, find out what are the concealed carry regulations, and also your state may be open carry. And I'm saying at this point that you need to shoot to kill, not disarm, not to get away. You know, you need to shoot to kill because trans men and women are being murdered if they're in survival, mode, trying to take care of themselves, or they may be walking home from work. There's dating issues. It's to the point now where you have to do what you have to do to protect yourself. And I'm telling you, shoot to kill. I'm just saying. Um, I send my condolences out to all of her trans family, the House of Balenciaga, the Boston trans community, the advocacy community there in Boston and New York. My sister Melanie says Texas is open carry. Find out what the rules are for your state and go about getting you a gun. And I understand the criminal ramifications of carrying a gun if you have a criminal record. But I would rather explain to the judge that I was trying to protect my life. I would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. I'm just saying. But this is a state of emergency. President Biden and Kamala said they are committed to doing some things. But as our brother Billy Porter said this morning on The View, we're waiting to see what they're going to do. At this point, we're waiting to see what they're going to do. But Jaharia Balenciaga, a trans advocate, a staple in the ballroom community, she poured into so many people, has been murdered. And from what I understand, 2 women were murdered or attacked in the area. And also a dog was attacked. There is a person in custody, and we'll have more on this story as the days progress. Okay, So I just had to get that out the way, y'all. It's real heavy this morning here at the Tyesse Report, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna rock and roll. You can go ahead and bring me back full screen, Kwame. I do want to do a shout out to someone who's near and dear to my heart, and that is my friend Tony Walk, aka Sabrina LeBlanc. Today is his birthday, and I just what you appreciate people that have been authentic in your life. We've never had an argument. We've never shaded each other. I don't know anything in our relationship that I can say was bad. So happy birthday, Tony Walk, aka Sabrina LeBlanc. I love you, and I can't wait for this pandemic to be fully over so we can see each other again. You know, there are friends that you don't see every day, but when you see them, it's like nothing as, you know, time is like it was just yesterday we saw each other, you know? So happy birthday, Tony Walk, and happy birthday to all of our Taurus family that's having birthdays out there. Okay, let's get to it, y'all. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's the start of the work week and programming note. We'll be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We won't be on tomorrow with the Tyesse Report, but we will be on Wednesday and Friday, okay? Let's talk about it. Polls. Number one on the docket last night. It just left me just raw and just open last night. I literally turned the TV off and just laid in bed and just, you know, that Mariah Carey ending with her taking Pray Tell to rehab, it just laid me out, y'all, because I know what that's like. I know I've been there with friends, and then just seeing her, and she reminded me so much of Ariel, just the look of Mother Evangelista and the way she was driving. Honey, I was done for the night, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. But there were so many different things. And let me say this about polls. Polls to a younger generation that has not lived some of that stuff, it's probably an eye-opening experience. There's a generation of us who have lived it. It may be, you know, trauma and triggering, emotional. And then there's some people that are both age demographics, old and young, who may not have experienced everything that they see, but, you know, it's an emotional look into these lives. Like I said, you know, there are some girls, they've never experienced anything. So they say they've never experienced no hardships. So I imagine it's probably emotional for them too. Y'all know those girls. They've never seen anything. They don't know what anything is. What's that? What does that mean? What's that over there? Those girls. But that's neither here nor there. But there was something that everyone's talking about today, and that is the absence of Damon. And it has been explained what happened with Damon Evangelista. You remember last year his sister was murdered down in Alabama. And so he had to leave the show and handle that. They gave him room to grieve. So yeah, he left the show due to the fact that his sister was murdered, and he had to deal with all of that grief and trauma. And so they had to work around that. And it was just best to write his character as going down to Charleston, South Carolina, and not returning. And they asked the director, or the writer rather, like, would you share what was Damon's storyline going to be? And he said he'd just rather not discuss, you know, what Damon's storyline for the final season would have been. But yeah, Damon had to leave the show to handle bereavement and the death of his sister. Because we were all wondering, like, where is Damon? Because he came in and then, like, he was just gone. And Mother Evangelista was like, he left for Charleston. Okay, girl, but what happened? So that's what happened, you guys, with Damon, for those that are wondering. But it was normally polls kind of builds up to a crescendo, but listen, or crescendo, but they just knocked it out the park early on last night. They got started right away with the emotional journey. And for those of us that have lived through it, like I said before, if you live through the loss of friends, the loss of loved ones, it's an emotional roller coaster. So yeah, and I posted a trigger warning because if you have um hey everybody, hi. If you have lost someone, if you have sat at the bedside as someone has died, that is a lot to relive and see on the small screen. So yeah. Hey everybody, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Um mhm. Yeah. I'm glad that because sometimes when things like that happen, what happened with Damon, I'm glad that they did it in a nice way. And because we remember on Family Matters when the little girl went upstairs and she never came back downstairs. And then um also, what other show? What's happening? There was some contract issues, and Mabel King just disappeared, and they kept saying she was in Arizona. So at least they gave some type of, he went to Charleston. Okay. Um, Mother Evangelista, to all of the girls at Pose, all of Miss Electra, Electra. That's Ebony Lane. That's so many women that I know that are iconic. Electra will live on way after Pose has wrapped. So that's so many women that I know. My drag mother Tiffany back in the day, that old school avant-garde, no holds barred. It's so nostalgic. It's so refreshing. I'm gonna watch it again today. I'll probably watch both episodes again today because I always catch something that I missed the second time around. But listen, y'all, we still got a lot of stuff to get to. But Pose, Sunday nights on FX, there are 5 episodes left, and I'm sure they're going to lay us completely to bed between now and the first week of June. Yeah. Did you enjoy? Let me get some comments. Who all saw Pose last night? Both episodes. Come on, man. Let me get a few episodes while I sip some water. Who all saw Pose last night? Are there Pose watchers? How many Pose watchers do we have? You know? Okay, Sean said it gave him the feels. Yeah, Sean. The soundtrack was, oh my God. Listen, the soundtrack, mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Shaka, yeah. Okay, listen. Listen, unless you were working last night, Shelby said, was it good? Unless you were working last night, you have no excuse for not watching Pose last night. Okay? Who was not working and did not see Pose? Crystal Denise, okay. Okay, so we got some people that saw it. Brianna Coleman saw it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it today. Listen, all of y'all, I don't know what's going on with y'all. I know if you're working, that's something totally different. But all of y'all that are shacked up with trade and laid up with trade, there's no excuse for you not to watch the season premiere last night. Finish it this morning. I understand it was 2 episodes. I understand that everybody don't have direct TV. Mine's come on at 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock. I know some of y'all come on at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. But there's no excuse. You up all night with trade and listen, it is what it is, y'all. But let me get back on docket because this is turning into After Dark. What was Kyrie doing? What were you doing, Kyrie? Kyrie. Listen, y'all, this is turning into After Dark, and it is 12 o'clock in the daytime. Okay, but I wanted to take a little time out. Listen, Kwame is laughing. What were y'all doing? I'm just being honest. What were y'all doing? Yeah, help me. Did you miss Pose last night? Okay, let's get on with the docket, y'all, because we only have so much time, and I would have to, if I run out of time, I'll have to carry it over to a separate live, and that's what we're gonna try to do. Listen, it looks like that we're not going to get to herd immunity. What a trade pawns your TV. Listen, I done told y'all about that kabuki and banji trade, honey. Y'all love an old kabuki, fresh out of the penitentiary, blue jeans and a white beater, B-boy blues trade. I don't have FX. I have to watch it on Hulu the next day. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Kyrie. Sis, sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, Sissy. Sis, sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, Kyrie. That's my co-host from the Four Kings. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Okay. So listen, we're not gonna get to herd immunity, y'all. They saying that it's too many vaccines sitting on shelves expiring. The black community, we came around a little bit, but it was not enough. It was Kwame, stop it. Kwame, listen, it was not enough, y'all. And then the Republican Party, like 50% of the Republicans saying that they're not going to take it at all. So unfortunately, that's breaking news. That's our breaking news this morning. Kwame, that's breaking news. We're not going to get to herd immunity. We're not, because girls are not getting the vaccine, and it's going to take a longer time for us to get to where we need to be. But the good thing about it is that we're not where India is right now. We have come a long ways. You can go outside and go to the market, go to the store, and with a little peace of mind in some states, and then make it home and not worry about, contracting something in some states. So listen, at the end of the day, y'all, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. But listen, we took a lot of time with polls, and the clock is ticking. So let me knock out a few more stories. The Brown funeral, our brother Andrew Brown down there in North Carolina, his services were today. Reverend Sharpton delivered the eulogy. I can't do any more funerals of Black bodies, at the hands of state-sanctioned violence right now. I can't sit through no more funerals. I can't, y'all. I can't. Y'all just give me the headlines. Okay. So it's unfortunate that we won't be able to get to herd immunity for y'all, but I believe that we are going to get to a place where the virus is no longer in the forefront of our health and wellness news. We will get there. It's just going to take us a little longer. Okay. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, part 2 of the reunion last night. The show is trash. The reunion was trash. Just throw the whole show in the trash can. There's nothing else left to say. Unless y'all bring Nene, and I never thought I would say that, bring Nene back, which I don't think you're going to do. Phaedra or Sheree, that franchise is dead. It's dead, like dead. The Real Housewives is over because it's not entertaining. Nobody wants to sit there and watch Kenya overtalk everybody. And girl, it's like, I'm done. Okay. The Weeknd says he's still going to boycott the Grammys, even though they just announced that they're going to get rid of these secret committees. And The Weeknd says, girl, he's not fooled by your stunts and shows. He's still not going to come to the Grammys. I think people are over the Grammys. So many people have been snubbed and thrown to the side. And, people like Beyonce, Adele just got on stage and just said, you know what, girl, this Grammy should be yours. What does this girl have to do to get record of the year or album of the year? This is ridiculous. Adele did that. Okay. Okay. So Will Smith, Academy nominated actor, sex siren sex siren, Will. Okay, so Will Smith posted a picture to his Instagram, letting everybody know that, he's out of shape and this is the worst shape he's ever been in. Listen, Will, Jada don't need no excuse, honey. So if you posted that for that reason, she was doing that when you had a 6-pack. Will, you're still eatable, Will, no shade. Even with your little stomach and, you may not have a 6-pack and pecs, but you're still eatable. Trust me, you are. Will, don't trip. But like I said, she don't need no excuse. Overall, Mother Peakett, the dick whisperer. Excuse my language. Y'all, look. Check this out. Tiny and Shekinah have laid this thing out for the world to see. Shekinah she took to her Instagram, baby, and just, I don't know whether she, had a little weed or some sticky icky or a little yak, but baby Shekinah laid it all bare. And now, Tiny has come out and said, the friendship and what it is and what it's not, and she's over it. But if you get a chance, y'all, check out Shekinah and her testimonial about the friendship with Tiny and T.I., what she was paid and what she got. And listen, Shekinah's not playing with the children. With friends like this, honey, who these enemies? Tiny and Shekinah. Shekinah. Listen, our idiot of the day is New Jersey police chief. His name is Randolph Bowe. Randolph Bowe. He's been demoted, and the reason he's been demoted is that he promised an officer, a police officer at the police department, he promised them a promotion, but the promotion was contingent on having sex with his wife and his daughter. Sir, you're the idiot of the day. You told this officer he would get a promotion if he came over and plowed your wife and daughter? What city is this? Vineland, New Jersey. Sir, where do they do that at? Who goes out and solicits somebody to... I mean, listen, if you can't satisfy your wife, that's one thing. But what does your daughter have to do with it? What kind of freaky mess is this over there in New Jersey? But New Jersey is the late nights and early morning capital of the world. I keep telling y'all that. It's a lot of freaks over there in New Jersey. We have to pin this for Thursday night. So at the end of the day, y'all, at the end of the day, I just say, I'll just say this. As I get ready to close, I'll just say this. The world is really in a place right now where stuff is just all over the place. Stuff is just all over the place right now. But we need to take time out to realize that God is still in control. God is still good. When I do documents like this, y'all, I just feel like, what the hell is happening in the world? I've done documents like this before. I've done worse. But it makes you wonder, like, what the hell is happening? So as we get ready for the word for the day, oh my God, I almost forgot. I forgot the person of the day. I'm going to get to the word for the day in just a minute. But the person of the day is Tyesse Jackson from Drag Race. Tyesse, she's taken a lot. She's taken a lot from Monet Exchange. Monet Exchange has really been coming for her drag, her aesthetic. And Tyesse Jackson says that she's getting ready to do a show either today or tomorrow on her YouTube. And she's just going to lay Monet Exchange and these girls out that have been coming for her. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you just have to lay a girl out because they don't get it. And Monet Exchange, girl, you're not one of those girls where you should be on anybody's platform reading legendary girls and iconic girls, Monet. So our person of the day is Tyesse Jackson for saying, girl, listen, let me show you how the old girls do it. Lay her out, Tyesse. Get her done. Okay, now it's time for the word for the day, y'all. And let me just try to keep this about 90 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, 90 seconds. Let me get this out the way. Okay, the word for the day is, I saw Billy Porter this morning on The View, and it just came to me what the word for the day would be today. And that is, so many of us that survived the AIDS epidemic, violence in our LGBTQ community. Sometimes you do have survivor's guilt. I don't think I had survivor's guilt, but I've always questioned God, like, why did I make it? Why did I survive? What was the purpose? And Billy Porter brought it home. And as soon as I heard him say that, I said, that's going to be the word for the day today. The word for the day is that sometimes God chooses people to survive a plague or to survive some of the worst times ever. to be a witness for a generation that didn't see it. So I stopped questioning God as to why. Now all I'm going to do is just tell people, let them know what happened. I'm like I call myself a social archivist. So my job is to tell the Ty Squad and people that follow me, look, this is what happened. I survived some of the worst times in LGBTQ history, and I made it out. I have a platform now that I can tell y'all, you can make it too. So stop asking God, why did you survive? Tell your story to the people that did not survive, to the people that did not have to go through it, rather. Tell your story to those people so that they can have hope. And to other survivors who survived, who may need a word. That's the word for today, y'all. Stop questioning your survival and how you made it out. Tell somebody, this is what happened. It gives people hope. It gives you a little hope. And, if she made it, if Tyesse made it through all of that, I think I can make it through whatever. I can get through this pandemic or whatever. So that's the word for the day, y'all. Stop questioning your survival. T.D. Jakes told y'all, favor ain't fair. Okay? Favor ain't fair. Whatever it takes, I told God a long time ago, whatever it takes, I'm going to praise you and thank you and give you praise for the rest of my days, for what you brought me through. And I will tell anybody, any time of day or night, this is what God did for me. This is what God brought me through. And I'm going to continue to do it until I get back to the other side. Okay? Listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, we will be off tomorrow. We will return with the midweek report on Wednesday. But in the meantime, I will be on Facebook Live coming to you discussing different things throughout the week, even when I'm not on the air. So don't get all, I will be on. I'll probably be on a little later, okay? I love you, and I thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for supporting me and riding with me. I love you, I love you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Remember, Pose, you can watch it on Hulu the following day. You can watch it on FX the night before. I love you guys. Kwame, take it away.
What's up, Ty Squad? Thank you guys for watching today's episode of the Tyesse Report. This episode is brought to you by Pyro Media Network. Pyro Media Network is a Black-owned business focused on providing a safe space for creators and entrepreneurs. We have helped companies, businesses, and brands navigate the biggest communication shift in over 500 years, social media and the internet. If you or someone you know would like to have your brand or business go to the next level, please visit www.pyromedianetwork.com. Please don't forget to follow Tyesse on IG at _Tyesse_report and like on Facebook at facebook.com/the official Tyesse Report. And if you're enjoying the Tyesse Report, please consider watching Tyesse After Dark, airing every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Tyesse Report, Tyesse After Dark, and the Tyesse Jackson brand wouldn't be here without your support. To continue to show your support, please feel free to donate via Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal. The information is below. Alright, Ty Squad, see you on the next.